News Talk Breakfast.
Good morning and welcome to News Talk Breakfast with me, Ivan Yates, and Chris Donoghue.
Thanks, Ivan. All eyes on Brussels this morning. But first, let's get news headlines with Kathy Madden.
Good morning. The Finance Minister will meet the EU Commissioner, who's responsible for the approval of...
16 people came to Dublin in search of a job. They've come to battle it out to be Bill Collins' apprentice.
You guys and girls are the generation that grew up as Celtic Tiger cubs, and that era is over.
One of Ireland's most successful businessmen, self-made multi-millionaire and inner-city boy done good. He's offering the successful candidate a six-figure salary.
It was disrespectful. It was abuse.
To get the job, they'll have to work and live together for 13 relentless weeks, each week facing a tough business task.
There is no strategy involved here.
There is strategy and there is relationships being involved in this room.
This is the ultimate job interview.
You are fired. You are fired. You're fired.
Last week on The Apprentice, both teams had to select one product and then convince Spar to market it.
The self-heat meals are giving me a semi.
You also have the option to produce new packaging.
An option that Elevate chose to ignore.
We're using McAvoy's branding. It's nice. It is very, very nice.
They've invested a lot in terms of developing this.
We haven't invested heavily at all in the branding.
Were you responsible for the footprints? This is wiping your feet on our flag.
No way would I ever want to walk on the flag on the tricolour.
But you're asking everyone else to. Dave, you are fired.
And Dave became the 9th casualty of the boardroom. It's another bright and early start for the remaining 7 candidates who have been summoned by Bill to a Southside location.
Think he'll mix the teams?
I don't know. I have no idea.
I can't believe there's going to be 3 of us on a team. Man, this is getting really...
a split of 1.
Good morning, candidates.
Good morning, Bill.
Here we are in Harvey Norman at Carrick Mines in Dublin. We have 2 gentlemen with us who are going to brief you on this week's task. And the first is Philip McCabe, the marketing manager of Philips.
Thank you, Bill. Good morning, apprentices. Good morning, Philip. Let me tell you a story. Imagine your perfect cup of coffee. You would probably go to a traditional Italian coffee shop and expect it to be made by an experienced barista. Well, one Italian man made it his life's ambition to bring that perfect Italian coffee shop taste into the home. And he succeeded. We at Philips liked the technology so much and the taste of the coffee that we bought the company and we rebranded it Philips Seiko. So with one touch of a button, you can get that perfect cup of coffee in the home. Now, this brand isn't very well known in the Irish market right now, but it's the #1 brand in the German market, the French market, the Spanish market, and even in the Italian market, the home of the true coffee drinker. So it's Philips' ambition to ultimately replicate that international success in the Irish market.
Thank you, Philip. And now, to find out how you are going to promote this brand to an Irish audience, let me introduce you to John Hollings, the General Manager Electrical of Harvey Norman.
Morning, Bill, and thank you. This launch is critical to our success. These machines are exclusive to Harvey Norman. This is not an easy sell. This is not stack them high and watch them fly. It's an aspirational product. So, apprentices, your task is to create a 30-second cinema advert. Your cinema audience must want the style, the luxury, and the convenience of one-touch cappuccino. So on behalf of Harvey Norman and Philips, good luck with your task.
So, this week, I'm only going to make one team change. And I want Panos, please move to Elevate. Panos and Ciara, you will both lead the teams in this week's task because I haven't seen either of you manage a team for a long, long time. And I'm going to see you all at your premieres, and afterwards, you're going to join me in my boardroom where one of you will be fired.
Two days to make a high-end 30-second cinema ad.
How do you feel me being the PM?
Yeah, I think we'll be okay. Yeah, I think we'll be grand.
With shooting commencing at 9 a.m. tomorrow, teams have one day to nail their concepts, props and locations.
I've got a really good idea. She was a single girl, right? And she's sitting there in the morning time and she's like wrecked or whatever. And when she takes a sip of her coffee, she kind of closes her eyes, so it's her imagination. And the next thing then she's sitting with like a really gorgeous looking guy handing her the cup of coffee.
I think that Bill put me as PM this week because he wanted me to come up with my own ideas, convince the team to go with them and to follow with my own instincts and my own ideas. But what's most important is just keeping it simple, remembering the project that we're selling and just hopefully dodge the boardroom completely.
And then you could have a queue of women outside Harvey Norman's waiting to get the coffee machine.
Very good.
With seed money, focus groups and professional crews at their disposal, both teams will premiere their creation to a packed cinema in just 48 hours.
Just want to show you some of the features and benefits. Firstly, up the top here is where you put your beans, so you have fresh coffee all the time.
A fast, self-cleaning machine which uses fresh coffee beans. Candidates must translate these benefits into an aspirational cinema advert.
Very important keywords here is chic.
Sexy.
It's sexy.
Luxury and convenience.
Slick.
9:30 a.m. and elevate us straight down to brainstorming.
The slick one is kind of like a guy is in his kitchen and he's making a coffee on this machine, and as he sips it, the whole scene around him changes, and he's sitting in a barista outside in Italy. And we could do a backdrop, depending on a backdrop we could buy.
I had an idea of a couple sitting and it looks like a really romantic Italian scene, and they're really, really enjoying the coffee, and then it zooms out and they're actually in their apartment and the machine is there. So it's similar to what you were saying along the same
I think
day.
we're all kind of on the same.
I'm really excited about this task because, first of all, I love my luxuries. Second, I love coffee. I'm great. Coffee in the morning, coffee for lunch, coffee in the afternoon. So combine those two, luxury and coffee, I should be able to make an amazing ad. Woohoo! Very excited.
But you know the Go Harvey Go?
Yeah.
I'll just throw it out.
Oh,
I know you don't like it. Yeah. And it changes too. Go Harvey Go. Just in Italian.
How about no Harvey no?
We can do
Can
a
I
6
just
page.
say one thing?
We could do a 6 page. We won't be able to get 6 page up, but we could even just do it on an A1.
Can I just make one quick
But I'm
suggestion,
just saying
Cara?
we can work up our seed money, we can work back on the money access then, but then we'll know how many 50
How many
euros
50
we
euros,
have.
you know? Sorry, I know what we're saying.
We're all over the place. We need to be.
With Kira nominating Jamie as her director, Team Fusion's concept involves a woman whose coffee transports her to a chic Italian cafe with a handsome Italian waiter.
I'm not happy with down there. I don't think it's going to be chic enough. I know what you're saying. You keep on looking at me.
I
There's
just think
no
it's great as
flowers
well.
or...
I think it's incredible.
It doesn't look very chic to me.
Okay, well, I completely disagree with you because...
Kira was appointed PM this morning by Bill. She's completely disjointed from the group. There's obviously a serious lack of trust between Jamie and Kira particularly. Michelle tries to tolerate Kira, bring her under her wing, and sort of masks her annoyance at Kira's suggestions, which obviously annoy her and frustrate her.
We're not looking for somebody that's absolutely stunningly gorgeous, Jay. We're looking for a normal-looking girl that can be...
We're absolutely not. We're looking for someone who looks amazing. Yeah, we are. No. Sorry, I don't agree.
Right now, the task is a bit all over the place. There's no organisation, there's no time management, there's no delegation. It's going to be tough now for Kira in the sense that she just needs to step up, and if she does that, then we'll be grand. But if she doesn't, then I'm going to be worried about how this ends up.
Time-wise, there's no possible way we'll fit all that and make the story make sense in 30 seconds, not a hope.
I think that we can get the timing of it in 30 seconds.
To end their advert, Kira wants to hire another 2 extras to excitedly run from Harvey Norman's, clutching their new machines.
I'm telling you, 30 seconds, she's after coming home, she's after making coffee, she's after going off for this Italian meal, then she's getting romanced, then she's coming home, she's on the phone to the people, then she's coming out of Harvey Norman's. You want about 4 hours to make it.
Is it models in their 30s, late 20s and early 40s is okay?
25, 30.
Yeah, 25, 30.
25
no more
to
than
30.
30,
Yeah. And we want as attractive as possible.
Beautiful. Not just say as attractive, your best looking models.
Okay.
End off.
Having decided on their concept, a couple drinking coffee against what is ultimately revealed to be just a photographic backdrop of Italy, Team Elevate are getting ready to separate.
So one team is going to do the casting. They're going
One
to do...
team is doing the casting.
They're going... What else? They're going to do the focus group.
Yep.
Last week was a disaster. Like Bill said, we didn't bring it over the line. You know, this is task 10. I certainly don't want to lose this task. Like, I know I've won 6, but I mean, it's just not enough. We're back on track now this week. We'll get the shots and we'll make sure we have a good ad, and hopefully the concept is good enough to win.
I do really appreciate the fact that you have an amazing eye with regards to shooting and cameras.
Yeah.
And I do want you to take over that and be the director.
100%. Yeah. Okay.
And for sure, I really trust your communication skills, both of you.
Yep.
With a focus group.
2 p.m. and leaving Michelle to source props, music and a location, Ciara and Jamie are with their focus group.
As she takes a sip of it, she kind of goes off into her dreamland where there's a gorgeous looking man ready to rush her away, and then she comes back obviously to the real world, rings her friend, and the two of them come out of Harvey Norman's with a new machine because she wants to have the same type of experience as her.
Sounds nice for women, all right, but
yeah,
it wouldn't really appeal to me. So.
To go out and buy the
I just think it'd be better if it was more of a fast paced. Well, one, because it's fast.
Yeah.
If it only takes 3 seconds to heat up, then it suits a busy lifestyle.
When people go to the cinema, I don't think they want to see an ad of some woman coming home tired, wrecked, and that will just go over them.
Listen, guys, thanks a million.
Thank you so much.
Your help has been
good.
hopefully invaluable. We'll have to sit down and nail out our concept here because we're just faffing around here.
We have our concept, it's just what changes we're going to make to it to humour it up.
We mightn't have our concept at all, like the focus group didn't like it. They completely didn't like it.
But I'm not going to change for the sake of changing either because I think that we can actually work with the one that we have.
These are Venice.
Yeah.
I'm loving it already.
That's a great shot. It's probably the best one.
Yeah, I'm happy with it.
Back on Elevate, and as Panos and Barry organise their backdrop for tomorrow's shoot,
maybe just put an Italian flag, please.
Yeah.
It's Niamh and Will's turn to host their focus group.
One concept we were thinking of would be a premise of a couple sitting enjoying a cup of coffee in Italy on holidays. She turns to him and says, I come here purely for the coffee. And then he goes, well, I'll get you another one then. And when he stands up and walks, it actually zooms out and they're actually in his apartment.
I think there was a pizza ad that was quite similar where a couple were eating some pizza. I think it was a supermarket pizza. And the camera goes back and the Roman rooms, whatever they were actually on a cine camera being projected up to the side of a wall.
You're just talking about the coffee rather than, you're not actually focusing on the machine.
You know, the speed of it, the efficiency, how good the coffee comes out, but just what the machine does for you.
Yeah.
I think you need to look at who buys those machines. I still don't think you've worked out who actually buys those machines. Is it a male? Is it a female?
Like this sounds like a very slow-paced ad.
Panos?
Hey, Will.
Come here to me. There's a bit of a hiccup, okay? We went through the 3 options with them, and the option we're going with, the 3 or 4 of them said that's already been done about the Italian thing coming back from a photograph. They were saying like a lot of it's kind of to play the contrast of being people queuing up, in a coffee shop and having the convenience at home.
Is Ian Meehan available? That's you. Come on in. Hi, I'm Michelle.
3:30 p.m. and Michelle is casting for the 2 main roles in Fusion's advert.
The concept for our ad is the girl comes home from work very stressed, kind of flustered, sits down, makes herself a coffee, and that then transports her to the luxury of Italy.
Okay.
However, upstairs, Jamie is doubting their whole concept.
I'm just not happy with it. That's it, being it. Like, I'm not happy with it.
But you don't have anything else for me that you want to change? Anything else?
Give me a second, I'll come up with something. I'm not happy with it, and that's what I'm saying. I'm not going to say I'm happy with it for the sake of it.
I'm not asking you to say that you're happy for the sake, but if you're going to say that you're not happy with me,
I will, don't worry.
Is the whole thing that you're not happy with? It's been really tough being PM today. Michelle's been great, she's gotten loads and loads done. Finding Jamie a bit negative. I think it's probably just a matter that he doesn't have very much confidence in me or my ability. I think he's just been overly cautious.
How was the focus group?
They said our ad was boring and that there was no connection to why a man would buy it.
So do you want to completely change the concept or do you want to tweak it?
I want to keep it and tweak it. Jamie wants to change it completely.
What?
I don't know. I'm not sure if I want to change it completely, but I don't like it as it is. It's just not working. It's just I'm not positive enough about it, and I'm being honest, like I'm not.
Now you're talking. Oh yeah.
Where's the wall down? Oh, this is the one I seen.
Having decided to stick with their original concept for now, Panos and Barry check out a potential location for Elevate's shoot.
So literally, I can use that wall if needs be, okay?
And casting their models on Niamh and Will.
Well, maybe I'll make you another coffee, Barry.
Yeah, well, maybe I'll make you another one.
Yeah, well, maybe I'll make you another one.
If we could get you to just go around and just say to him, just say the line literally like, you know, I only come for the coffee.
You know, I'm only coming for the coffee.
I'm only coming for the coffee.
I just come for the coffee.